Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the agents of Sauron.
Oh, it's an Asgul!
Oh, yes, we are here with a beautiful, beautiful box of Lord of the Rings.
I did say in an early video this year that I wanted to do more Lord of the Rings content, and GW have very kindly provided us with a Lord of the Rings Battle of the Pelennor Fields box and a couple of other things which we'll show you in a minute. This year we're going to switch and focus away a bit more from Underworld and over to Battle of the Pelennor Fields. Sorry, Lord of the Rings. It's all the same. Yeah, we're probably going to be playing Battle Companies, which again we'll talk about in a minute, but they have sent us this to get us going. In more ways than one.
It has got me going. Yeah, it's got me going.
Yeah.
So we figured we should do an unboxing of this just to talk to.
Yeah, it won't be like an in-depth one because the product's been out for a little while.
Yeah.
And you've probably, if you know about it, you probably
already bought it.
But yeah, I mean, it's just so lovely.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
So what we got inside?
Inside there is.
I've already had a rummage, so it's probably not in the order it was in. But there is a great big thick,
whopping great book in there.
Rule book.
And that is, I mean, that gives you all the rules for the game in general. So, and it's a whopping great book, loads of background and pictures. There's a map in there. Oh, the map. Everything's in there. And then a mountain of plastic. And these are really nice models.
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
They are really nice models.
In raptures. I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram page, but I posted a picture of some of my first ever Citadel miniatures, and I've talked about this before, but one of them was a rider of Rohan, and it's all to do with my love of the hobby and Tolkien and everything, and it's all
we've come
these
full
Rohirrim
circle.
are amazing. We have come full circle. It's the circle of life.
There is absolutely loads there. You get loads in the box, and we'll run through all the models in a moment. But we're just digging through all the mountain of grey, which is there is absolutely tons in
that's
here.
a good thing.
It's a very good thing. There's even gigantorous wings in here.
Oh, I mean, I mean, when I played like seriously and wanted to play Lord of the Rings stuff, it was only metal miniatures. So a Nazgul, if such a thing existed, would A, have cost me 5 years pocket money, and B, the wings would have fallen off every 2 minutes.
Yep, and these ones are beautiful, beautiful plastic. And it's lightweight, it's hecking detailed, and it just looks gorgeous.
A troll and a witch king, and it's all just.
You also get the king as well in there. Huge bag of bases and a little assembly.
Guide.
I like this. I like the dice. The dice are funky. There's some green and red dice, and they're not the usual ones. They're slightly different. They're little smaller and a little squarer, but who cares? The dice, they're still going to do what you want.
Cavalry charge tokens, which I'm quite interested in, half movement.
Yep.
And they seem to be written in 2 languages, I assume. I assume it's not meant to be Dwarvish.
One's Elvish.
I don't know why I assume it's German, but I'm not even going to try and read it because it's just embarrassing.
And there's a little booklet in here, Battle for Pelennor Fields as well. Inside you've got a what's in the box, which we'll just quickly run through the contents in a moment because it is listed on the back. Some lovely little diagrams.
Bendy rulers.
There's also some scenarios in here for like the charge of the Rohirrim. Robin is going to be absolutely beside himself later on. March of the Dead. I am annoyed the fact that you get, because you're going to take the order and I'm going to be taking the evil
I don't mind.
side.
I'll just take the Rise of Rohan. You can have the rest.
You get the March. You get the Ghost, which I'm a little annoyed with. There is the Battle for Pelennor Fields as well. And then there's all the stats as well.
Do I get an Aragorn?
No, you don't get an Aragorn.
Luckily, I've got one. Actually, I've got 2. I've got I think I've got 3, but I haven't been able to find. I haven't been able to find my very, very old Citadel miniatures one from the 80s. But I've got the first white metal ones when they first did the film ones from the Fellowship of the Ring. And we've got the one from Balin's Tomb.
So this box does contain 208-page rule book, which is a great big hefty volume filled with not only the rules, but lots of background, a beautiful, beautiful map. It also has the 16-page scenario and the profile booklet, which I mentioned, 12 six-sided dice, the range rulers as well. And for the Forces of Evil, you get the Witch King of Angmar on a Fell Beast, 36 Morannon Orcs, and 1 Mordor Troll.
For the Forces of Good, aka Robin's army, we get Theoden, King of Rohan, Hopefully he can act better than Bernard Hill. 12 Warriors of Rohan, 12 Riders of Rohan, and 20 Warriors of the Dead, which I may or may not let paint at a later date.
Unfortunately, the picture on the back does show like lots of trees and things around. You don't get any scenery in this box.
It doesn't even say that you don't get them, which is a little bit disingenuous, I have to say.
A little bit, but at the same time, when you open it, you do get mountains of grey plastic already. So,
and I'm basically just going to take these into a corner and just salivate.
Just go.
I'm just so excited by that, and I can't wait. And that will be the formation of my battle companies that we're going to do. So we're going to do battle companies. I don't know much about battle companies, but it seems to me to be a bit like Necromunda set in Middle Earth.
A little bit, which means it combines two very, very awesome things.
Yeah.
So we're going to come on to those now.
Yes.
So as Robin has just mentioned, there is a book called The Battle Companies, Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game, Battle Companies.
Try saying that without your teeth in. Or with your teeth in, whatever the phrase is. Yes, Battle Companies book here. It's actually slightly slenderer than the rules.
Yep, so there's the main rule book.
We'll just say, I'm just going to jump in, because we've also been sent Armies of Middle Earth, or Armies of Lord of the Rings for the battle game. And I have to say that one great thing about this game is that when you get these lovely books, not only do they have bookmark ribbons, which I adore, they also have everything in them. So this has all the stuff you need to play the battle companies, whatever battle company you choose. And the Armies book, if you take that route, which is a bit more of a bigger game, and we probably won't play for at least for some time, the Armies game, but you get all of the armies in one book.
It's absolutely everything. You've got you get all the heroes up front. So you've got the Fellowship in there. You've got all of the different, like you've got Minas Tirith. You've got the heroes of Minas Tirith. You've got Gandalf the White. You've got Boromir, the Kings of Men.
You tease.
You've got Anwar the Fearless. You've got loads and loads and loads of characters in there. But then you also go through like Tom Bombadil even's in there, the Dwarf King. But then you go through to the Orcs. You've got the Orc Trackers, Warg Riders, the Witch King of Angmar.
Again, Warg Riders sounds like a
Warriors of Moria, the Dunlending Chieftain, the Easterlings. You've even got like the Mummakin in here and stuff like that, which is just absolutely fantastic. The Corsairs of Umbar as well.
Is that Sharky's
It's Sharky's Rogue. Sharky and Worm are in here as well. So you could even reenact, you know, like the whole scene. Is it the Shacking of the Shire or whatever it's called?
Sacking of the Shire.
Yeah,
Shacking
of the
Shacking of the Sire is something entirely different.
But not only that, at the back you've got a load of scenarios as well with maps and everything, so you can do.
The Last Alliance. Is that Second Age? Is that Second Age Lord of the Rings?
That is, but yeah, the Last Alliance is, yeah.
We are going to have a bit of a Second Age focus in our content once we've gone beyond this, because this box is Rohan and Orcs.
So it's obviously the third age.
Companies for the Third Age, because it's Pelennor Fields. But there are some battle companies which could take place in Second Age. Pete and I are looking with some fondness towards the Amazon TV programme. So we've seen a little bit more of that for now from the trailer. So there's like elves and things. So we will hopefully get to the point where we can play some Second Age worthy battles as well. But I think we're going to start with the Riders of Rohan and go from there.
You've even got things like the Fall of Khazad-dûm in here, so you can have, you know, the dwarves versus the Balrog, the Fall of Arnor, Ambush at Amon-Hen, the Deepkin Wall Breach, Last March of the Ents in the Third Age, obviously the Black Ships, the Battle of Pelennor Fields is in here as well, Robin.
Now, there was a separate video about the Battle of Pelennor Fields, but I may have mentioned that I played that once.
So the Armies of the Lord of the Rings Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game book. It's a chunky, big book, but it gives you absolutely everything. If you want to play the game and you don't know exactly what armies you're going to want to play, I mean, this gives you everything, so you haven't even got to bother thinking. You can get that, you can sit there for ages salivating all over it. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's all in there. It's not like, oh, actually, I don't like this army now, I bought this book, because you can just pick another one.
Yeah, exactly, it's all there. And there is even a bit at the back, which I didn't mention, which shows you which armies can ally with which other armies. And there's loads.
All the bad guys.
There's massive.
All the bad guys and the good guys.
All the bad guys and the good guys. It's massive. Sweet. Absolutely massive. It's also interesting, there's a lot more good armies than there are bad armies. And normally, it's kind of like the other way around. But anyway, that's all in there. It is everything.
I just want to stop this video and start looking at that chart, because I hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You can't look at it yet. Finish the video, Robin.
We're doing battle companies now. The battle companies book is a whole different set of rules, sort of skirmish rules for it. Yeah. We haven't really had looked at any depth yet.
It does use a lot of all the same like statistics and things like that. So
yeah, the core rules are the same. It's kind of like just extra rules for picking how you pick your fighters, how they improve.
Yeah,
I think as you roll on tables and get the individuals get better, and you can recruit new people. But then on handily placed, on page, so they've got 29 pages of new kind of rules, including some creatures like pack horses and dogs and things to go with your retinue. You then got all the battle companies, and they're separated into good and bad. As we know, Tolkien was very black and white. So we've got Minas Tirith, Osgiliath, Fiefdoms, Rohan. So I'm going to be looking at Rohan.
Yeah.
And so I will start with 3 warriors of Rohan with the shields, and 2 warriors of Rohan with throwing spear and shield, and 2 warriors of Rohan with a bow. And then it's all hero models going the Horse Lord's special rule. I don't quite know what that means. But later I can get a rider of Rohan.
Ooh, okay.
A Rohan
Is there not like a rider of Rohan sub little battalion?
I don't think there is, no. And I haven't looked at it in any depth. I don't think so. There is Men of the West, which is kind of the Lammoth Knights and things.
Yeah.
You'll be looking for Orcs, which will be the bad section.
It's interesting you can even have the dead of Dunharrow. You can have a little
You can have a dead of Dunharrow, and they are actually good.
I was going to say, they're going to be nearly invulnerable, aren't they?
Yeah.
Surely. So you only get...
you get two, you get 4 warriors, basically. I don't know how they improve.
Yeah,
Got a new weapon, but I can't pick it up.
Oh, God.
I have to say, I slightly don't really think they should be in it.
Yeah, because it's like, I love the fact that they are in it, but at the same time, really? Do they? Should they? No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure they should be there, because they can't really get better, can they?
Not only that, it's like, I'm going to attack you, I'm immune. I'm going to shoot you then, I'm immune.
Yeah.
I haven't got any magic weapons, you're out of luck then.
But I guess it's a way of just...
It's nice, you've got the models, you can get them in here, so you can then take them from your Battle of Pelennor Fields, and you can make a little group out of it.
If you want to go Hobbity, you can play Lake Town or Erebor and Dale, that kind of stuff. There's a Rivendell one, and it's just all here. The Shire, Wanderers in the Wild, Arnold's in here. There's just so much stuff, but there are some bad guys. Pete, which I'm sure you mentioned, the bad guys.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you want to have a look at that.
Let's have a look.
Mordor.
I don't want to be Mordor though. I mean, there's Minas Morgul and Cirith Ungol as well. Wargriders. Kirith, sorry, yes. Wargriders is where I'm at, and for that I can have 2 wild warg on their own, no riders, 2 Rawk riders with shields, obviously weapons as well, and 1 with an orc bow. There's also, you can have forces of Isengard, you can have Dunland fighters or Sharky's rogues if you want to go that route. Of
course, you can't have wargs yet.
Not yet, I don't get them in this box, but if you do have some, you can use them.
I'm guessing they're Mordor orcs in here. Does it say what type of orcs they are?
Yes, it did.
It does. Morannon orcs.
Yeah, they're Morannon orcs. There's also Goblin Town, Gundabad, Angmar, Denizens of Mirkwood. You could have a big group of wolves and spiders or something like that, which I think would be absolutely fantastic. Although, again, it's a bit questionable how they would advance. Growing thumbs is going to have to be a first step to be able to use some weapons. But you can also even have, like, the Harad, or things like that, Corsairs of Umbar. And
I don't know much about those. I guess they've been fleshed out from the appendices and other bits of the films. I don't actually know much about them.
So you do get all of that in there. There's loads and loads of different groups. So if you buy this, you'll already be able to make a few forces up using what you've got in the box here. If you do already have Lord of the Rings armies, but if you do play the main Strategies Middle-earth board game, you are then going to be able to use them in here as well.
Yeah, there's a number of scenarios in the back. It looks very similar, actually, in some ways to the Kill Team rules. So you've got, like, a lot of dice, and you've got different things you can get, like seize ground, seize the outpost, the wolves attack, kill the messenger. Loads of, actually, scenarios to play. So as well as those scenarios, they've actually got a whole load of stuff on different areas to play. So you've got, if you're going to have games in Lake Town or in Haunted Ruins or any various settings and forests, obviously. So you've got all sorts of opportunities for different terrains and things. And there is a whole narrative campaign section, Journey to the Blue Mountains, and this is the bit I'm most excited about. A skirmish in Bree.
Oh.
A skirmish in Bree.
Does that mean we have to fight in a big tub of cheese?
Yes. Prancing ponies in this. Now,
here we go.
Yeah. My first ever Warhammer table, I got my Journeys of Frodo book, drew out the map of Bree and based the table on that. It was little cork tiles, and I had the road, and I had the Prancing Pony pub, and that's what I played on. Every time I played Warhammer, that's what I played on.
Bree got fought over.
And it is, scenario 1 in here is Skirmish in Bree. So that is just so exciting for me. I don't know how it works with what armies you pick. I haven't looked at that yet, because whether the Easterlings have turned up in Bree for a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like I want some ruffians. I was looking on the website, the ruffian model's lovely.
Yeah.
Just,
So, in short, we are very excited.
Yes, thank you to Jamie and the team for sending this to us.
Yes,
we do not know. It's like Christmas came really, really early because we've got it in January.
Or a little bit late,
January,
but yes. The other good thing about this as well is, for me at least, and for a lot of people probably my age who got into the Lord of the Rings relatively around the same sort of time as the films, is there's loads of pictures from the films in there as well, which I've got to say, I really enjoy that. It just adds another level to it for me. I know it's not how, you know, I know it's not the books, I know it's not the books, but it's nice to see some of the pictures from the films in the books.
Yeah, I do agree with you. What I would kill if they'd done some original artwork, or they got some of the Alan Lee stuff, which a lot of the film visuals are based on. That would have been, for me, absolutely amazing. But the books are lovely. Don't get me wrong, the books are lovely, and it's worth it just for the maps on the inside.
Yeah, everyone's got that map on the inside. And I think also, if you go online and you look at the battle companies online on their website, they have a hex-based campaign map, which is the Lord of the Rings map in massive, like 8K, and they've already got the hex grid already on it and everything. Yeah, very nice.
Okay, so we're basically not playing any more other games than this forever. No, really excited about this. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna assemble our little squad of Orcs and Rohan riders. We're gonna find a green mat.
Yep.
We're gonna throw some scenery down it. Yeah, I think it's too big, but we'll work it out. We're gonna throw some scenery down and we're gonna play, and then I'm gonna find some medieval buildings and make a pub.
Yep. It's going to be fantastic. So if you're into the big tabletop sweeping tabletop games, I should say, then obviously Battle for Pelennor Fields is where you want to start. It gives you two pretty nice starting armies in there. You get a hero in both. You can then get the main armies for Middle-earth rulebook if you want to then start expanding and going into other armies and such. And if you're like us and you want a slightly smaller affair, you want something a bit easier to play, then this
Battle Companies is for you, and that is where we'll be starting.
Yep. So there you go.
That's it. We've got some reading to do.
Lots and lots of
I
reading.
think this arrived this time last week, and I put the books aside to read, and I haven't read them yet. It's been that sort of week, but I'm going to sit and read them. I'm going to get one like this, one like that, and that's me done.
And another one up here somewhere.
That's me done. Bye.
So we'll see you soon, maybe in Middle-earth.
Yes, absolutely. And if you do want to see more Middle-earth strategy battle content, do comment below. Do ring that bell, the subscription bell, to make sure you get notifications. All that stuff. Tell us what you want to see, and we'll try and make it happen.
Do let us know if you think there are other battle companies that we should be covering once we get past the Pelennor Fields forces.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think battle companies have like a HR department and a company accountant and things like that?
Maybe.
We'll find out. We haven't read the rules yet. We'll find out. Smaug probably does. Counting all that gold. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see you soon.
Enough silliness.
Maybe in Middle-earth. Maybe. Who knows where.
Who knows? Bye.